we're gonna start off and be real basic, start from, where you're from and all that kind of stuff. Which is probably stuff that everybody knows already, but just to have you a little elaborate about that a little bit on camera. You ready? Big Daddy, where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, where in Brooklyn?
Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do is get some feeling from you about your character. Could you just start out by describing your character in the film?
Well, the character's name is Father Time. I play a riverboat gambler in New Orleans, and I meet up with these guys. My thing is all about money. All I want is money. And I realize that they're worth a lot of money and they're traveling with a lot of money, so I roll with them for that purpose, just to get paid. Because one thing I keep saying through the whole film is, profit and dying.
Okay, how did you get involved in the film?
Well, Mario, said he had a role that, he thought fit me perfect. And, he told me what it was about, told me what the movie was about. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm with it.
All right. This was your first film, feature. How was it for you? How'd you feel? Were you comfortable, or were there any little things that you felt good about or bad about doing your first film? How was the experience?
It was one hell of an experience, Here I am riding horses now, talking country, doing all these fancy card tricks. Yeah, I learned a lot out there, and right now I still enjoy the horseback riding. I'm dying to go now, to tell you the truth.
Okay. How was it working with Mario?
It was cool working with Mario because my thing was, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna play this role, the best that I can. However, though, I am dealing, with professional actors, and I can't get out here and act like a Mr. Know-It-All, And I asked, for their assistance at certain times, Mario and Stephen Baldwin. I talked to him, am I doing this right? What you think about this? And, so Mario, a lot of times he helped me, he helped show me things, like how to stay in the shot even when, the dialogue is not concerning you, when you're just someone in the background, how to stay in there with the camera still on you, things of that nature.
What was the most significant thing that you learned about acting doing this film?
The most significant thing that I learned, wow, I guess it would have to be like expressions, like ways to say things without actually saying words, It's how facial expression can really say something without actually having any dialogue to say.
Okay. Obviously, I saw the film last night, and it's obviously the film has a significant message. Did you realize the message that was in this film, or did you just look at it from just strictly an art standpoint?
I realized several messages.
Could you elaborate a little bit on the messages that you...
Well, I realized that, for one, that Mario was trying to get across this message about education is freedom. Showing how important education is, showing how it could have saved a lot of people, way back then, and how the ones who were educated were saved, and what, so it's showing the importance of an education today. And at the same time, I realized, I saw a message of what posses really were as opposed to what they are today. When you say, y'all got beef, all right, I'm gonna get my posse, we bring the noise tonight, And then here you see brothers rolling with a posse for a positive cause, fighting for a meaning.
This is one last question. What, if anything, did you learn about the black cowboy in doing this film? Was there anything that you didn't know about them that you learned during the course of this thing?
Yeah. Like to find out that they were that they were black cowboys. It got a little more in depth, to find out that they were in rodeos. They did all this stuff. I think it was a black cowboy who made the saddle, I believe. Things like that.
Okay, let's jump over to music for a little bit. I understand that you have a new album that's going to be released pretty soon.
May 25th, yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about that? The title
is Looks Like a Job for. it's a hardcore album. You know, I want to come back and, you know, grab the street edge again. And I branched out and did many things in my career, you know, and now I want to come back to where it started from, you know, being that I'm coming to the end of my career, because I don't really want to make too many more albums. So the last, you know, one or two, whatever may be that I do make, I want them to be the real street joints, you know.
What's the message in this one? What's
In this album?
Yeah. What are you trying to lay down to people?
Basically, the message in this one, I have tried to lay down all types of different messages through the years, but in this one, is that, you know, ain't a damn thing changed, man.
All right.
You know.
With that, peace to you.
You got
You're
it, my
great.
brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.